Live and cooking, live and cooking. Don't know who's out there in Cookie Land. We're in Live Land. We're debating. Debating today, debating. Remember, people, we don't want no swearing. And who are our top fans today? What do we want to speak about? Children? Well, who are our top fans today? Well, I'm live. Nobody else is on here yet. I just turn it on. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for.
Are you live?
Don't know how long I'm going to be here for. I should have went down to the salon, really.
Yeah.
But no, my partner don't like to be on these kind of things. Everybody else would be, though, but not my partner. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be on here long. I just turned it on just to check out what this live is about. The last time I went on live was when? Over a couple of months ago, several months ago. So yeah. What should I speak about today? Should I speak about children? And how to parent children? Or not? Maybe so, maybe not. The word today, you have to watch what you say and watch what you do. You can't be rude in such a way. You have to be careful in what you say nowadays. I don't know who's that just logged in. Greetings, Safin. Safin Begum. Greetings. Greetings. Greetings, everybody what's in this live here now. It'd be nice if you could subscribe, comment, share, and like. The more we agree with one another in this world, it is a better place for us all. Hi. How you doing? I'm not too bad. Slow for play. Hi. I'm dear Mary. God bless you too. I'm right now in this section. I'm giving shout outs. Shout outs. There's 26 people on here with me. Thanks for the likes. As I say, be nice if you could just go and subscribe. Kenzo and Grandad TV. We have a range of stuff we are putting up, so yeah. You know, in this time we're living, it can be good for some people and bad for others. But mainly, be a God-fearing person, if that's what you're into, if nobody's forcing you to be. But do unto others as you would like others to do unto you. There are some trouble signs going out there today. Yo, you stop scrolling? Why you stop scrolling? Yo, again. Safe and Begum. It's air? You felt bad? Oh. Sorry to laugh, but you know, that is it. Duck Blocks plays. Yes, people, yes. It's nighttime where I'm at, so I would like to go outside really, but it's too dark. I wouldn't be able to see anything. You wouldn't be able to see anything. So we're sat inside. Today I was going to speak about what we have to do for our children or what we don't have to do for our children or our partners and our friends. What do you suggest you do for your children? Matter of fact, what should you do for your children and what you should not do for your children? Any suggestions? Have you got any suggestions? Put them in the comments and I'll read them and then we can debate upon them. I hope you just stay alive. Yes, I'm staying alive at the moment. Are you worried about this in my nose? Well, if you subscribe to my channel, and over the time I should explain why it's in my nose and why I've got it on. Let's get me some chicken and rice and peas. I don't eat meat. Yeah. So forget the chicken. I'll have some of the rice and peas. Yeah, but the meat kind, it's okay if you want to eat it. But I don't. Yeah. God bless you too. Chatting with Taylor. God bless you. Just remember to like, share, and subscribe with this channel. As I was saying before, if you have children, what should you do for your children? And what should you not do for your children? I know it's going to be different for everyone because everybody has the right to bring up their child how they see fit to bring up their own children. In these times, it can be hard, especially this digital world. Luckily enough for me, I came from an era where we had no telephones. If my mother wanted to find me, she had to come out and look for me. Or say, be home by a certain time. But in this digital world, your children go crazy if you don't give them their phone. Matter of fact, they go mad if you take it away from them. Would you agree with me? What is that thing in my nose? Can't you see what it is? It's one of them things what you get when you're in hospital. Yeah. What's that? We should set our children up for their future, especially in England, with rising costs. Yes, we should set them up, but everything is not financially. If you set them up mentally, this is my views, nobody else's views, so I put a disclaimer on this one. Life is not all about money. You have to actually, on my perspective, I think you have to set in your children's mind them to be balanced. They need to be balanced. They have to understand what money does for them and what money cannot do for them. And they have to understand, if they haven't got it, how to go about getting it, within the legal frame, that is. And yeah, it is unfortunately a thing where we need it, but don't encourage them to say it's be all and end all, because it is not. The things we all need first is food, clothes, and shelter. And obviously we have to actually put in priority or prioritize in which order we go for that. Right. Reading. Life is about making connections, meaningful connections with yourself and others. That's it. Mail, I and Dan. Yeah? Is that Nail? Nail? I and Dan. Yes, that's true. And who is reading? Cassie7, Cassie SM. Personally, I also agree with your points. Right. Just remember, people, it is a point of discussion we are discussing. There's no rights and there are no wrongs in how you bring up your own children or how people bring up their children. That is what it is, unfortunately. I remember my dad used to joke, and my mother used to joke, I brought you in this world, I might be able to take you out. And we all know they were joking, obviously. But that was a different time to what it is today. Today you have to watch what you say to your children because they can divorce you. Funny enough. Divorce you as if they married you in the first place. Anyway, just remember to like, share, and subscribe. Subscription would be nice. It would help things along the way. Yeah, if you can go and see some of the stuff on my channel, you'll be surprised, really. It's not just discussions and live. It's, about living in this place. And the channel's fairly young. And you'll see other people on the channel and how they're getting on and how they're uplifting their lives. And there are more to show. So yeah, I have got a question for you. What Premier League team do you support if you do? What's that, Jason Gray? Yeah, I do support a team. But before I explain which team I support, let me tell you what I believe support is. Some people, they get really fanatical about football and the clubs they support. They support a team by way of, going to the match, buying their kits, buying their, obviously, away tickets, home tickets, and everything else. Some people are really, really fanatical about their clubs. But I remember speaking to my grandson, and I said to him, he said to me, Granddad, what club do you support? And before I explained to him which club I support, I told him why I supported this club and which player made me, or I was drawn to, why I actually started to support this club. And when I explained it to him, he went, oh. And then I said to him, no matter what, at the end of the day, whether the club lose a game or win a game, that club will be going. It's pointless you fighting anybody about this club or falling out with your friends about this club because it's sports. It's a club where whether you go there or not tomorrow, the club will still be there, luckily enough for the club. And the thing what the club needs from you is your money. And that's it. So talk about the support and everything else, but they just need your money. You support Tottenham. Okay. Okay, I don't support Tottenham. I support Manchester United. And my grandson supports Arsenal. And it's funny because when Arsenal played Manchester United and Manchester United beat Arsenal, I laughed at him and then he laughed at me. And I say, see, it doesn't matter which team win, I'm still your granddaddy, you're still my grandson. And that was it. I'm teaching him how to appreciate football for the game of what it is, not about all the bad stuff to go with it. And I try to explain to him that one season it might be Arsenal, another season it might be Tottenham, another season might be Chelsea, another season might be Man City, another season might be Manchester United, another season might be Liverpool, and that's true. And with all them teams what I've mentioned, they've all won the league at some point or another. They've all been in Championship football, UEFA football, or whatever they want to change the name to be. UEFA Cup, Champions League, and God knows what the new ones are called nowadays. But at the end of the day, no club wins every single year in and out. And any one of you what support Tottenham, Arsenal, Manchester United, Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, or wherever, you can't tell me that your club won the league 5 years on the trot. Not one of you. Can any of you tell me that? Has any of your clubs won the league 5 years on the trot? Come on, I'm waiting for somebody. Oh no, man, you haven't. Not 5 years on the trot. Has Arsenal? No. Liverpool? No. Chelsea? No. Tottenham? No. Newcastle? No. The list can go on. I can go right through all of them, right down to the championship club. Not one of them's won it 5 years on the trot. So that goes to show that's football. And that's what the sweet game is about. Your club could be worth billions. Actually, some of these clubs, they have millions and millions of pounds sitting on the bench. And they still can't win. Who agrees with me there? And then you've got other clubs, they're close to relegation, and they're fighting for their lives just to stay up so they can get the TV money. Yes, Danny, that's right. At the moment, the football club ain't going to pay me, so I get rid of this out of my nose, are they? Matter of fact, if I had the footballers' money, I wouldn't have this in my nose. I'd have seen the doctor, quick, two times. Doctor would have said, hey, man, come on my bench, man. Oh, we need to do this to you. Here are the supplements you need, and this is the rest you need, and here are the physiotherapists and everything else which you need to get you back on track. Within 2 days, if I fell over today, they would have been on my case within the hour if I was a footballer. But I'm not a footballer. And I have not got football money. So therefore, no, the medical is not going to be like that. Poor man medical. Do I regularly stream? Not that regular. But I'm thinking about streaming a bit more. Well, you going to log on when I stream? EGS and Grill? That's right, they do have millions on the bench play and don't use them. Because some of them, they're just thinking of the depth of their clubs. But anyway, as I was saying, I was speaking about children, really. How do you bring up your children? And what do you do? Especially if you live in certain areas where it's hard for them not to get involved into certain street things. Me personally, I believe if you have a child, you should give them a chance or the opportunity to do some form of sport. That way it takes them away from the street, because if they're playing tennis, basketball, cricket, football, rugby, whatever the sport they want to do, swimming, or whatever, even badminton, hockey if they like hockey. But if they do a sport, athletics, if you bring them to an athletics club, there's many different events they can try down there. It will give them something to look forward to after school, and give them some self-confidence. Even if you want to bring them to judo or karate or something like that. But once a man told me, he said, if you want a child to get on in this world, expose them to as many things as you can before the age of 4 to 5, because their brains are like sponges and they will never forget it. add a question and answer. Was that a sticker business? I didn't see that. It came up and it went away. After Danny, was it? Just thinking that if they do sports, would I give them bad influence by some people from the club online? And also think about the safety online games. I wasn't thinking about online games really. I was thinking about actually physically getting them out of the chair and bringing them to a venue to play sport. You know, because I know we live in a digital world, but you know, life is more than playing on your phone and playing on an iPad. You know, these kids nowadays, they need to interact with one another and speak to one another, not text one another, but talk as in, you know, hello, John, hello, Mary, hello, Peter, hello, Paul, hello, Francine, hello, Julie. You know, speak to one another and learn talking skills instead of just texting, and the fingers popping away, and then, you know, end up wearing glasses because their eyes are being strained on the screens and stuff like that, really. Yes, I agree, because I've done some coaching myself. And with sports club, it is like a family. You go there and they, you know, you get to know other people. The coaches get to know you. They get to know what you're good at. And they're like a parent away from their parents. You know, if they're playing for a club, whether it's football or athletics, for argument's sake, and there's a competition on, and they'll catch a coach together, and they all have fun on the coach. They do their events. They help one another out. You know, they have to sign up or go and warm up. They got their friends there with them. As I say, it gives them chance to get away from the phone and from an iPad or from, you know, all these tablets they're using and computers and whatever. There's more to life than just waking up and going straight on a screen. And you know, these screens can be bad for them in more ways than one. They get influenced by people they don't even know, for argument's sake. Some people, they haven't got a picture of themselves, it's just a letter. And I don't know why they do that. Maybe they're ashamed of themselves. Maybe they use these letters because they want to say something which they're afraid that anybody know they say. I don't know. But usually, if you go to a club, you'll see somebody. You'll know your coach's name, Andrew or Shirley or Jane or Peter or Paul. And that coach will have been vetted, as in being able to work with a variety of people. And usually they'll have some, it depends on the venue or what they're coaching. Some of them will have their uniform on. Excuse me. So yeah, as I say, like and subscribe to the channel, please. And then we shall find more. I've got another 5 minutes to go. And I've been speaking for for 6 more minutes. Half an hour I said I was going to do this live for. And this is my first time, well, not the first time, second time around. And what is our thing on this question business? What was or is your profession? And does that have an effect on your kids? I was an athletics coach. And a couple of my kids done athletics, yeah. And they're quite good at it, actually. And it did have effect on them. It's giving them the confidence, whereas they're out and about all the time. They don't need me to taxi them around now. growing a piece now, but it's giving them the confidence where they'll go anywhere in the country. They'll catch trains, they'll catch planes if they have to, and they're quite sociable. It doesn't take them long to speak to people. And basically, all you're doing in life with your children is teaching them to look after themselves and being able to teach their children when they're old enough to have children. And that's all you need to do to your children, really. Teach them to have self-confidence, be respectable to others, and, be safe. Don't know what you've got to say about that. Hi, little duck. And who else is there? Toast in VR. I'm okay, little duck. And are you okay, little duck? The little duck? The little duck. Yes, no answer? Okay. So yes, try to teach your kids to have self-confidence and to be able to speak with others. And the main thing is, try to keep them healthy, And the more sports they do, and the more getting out there and running around, they will stay healthier. But, at the end of the day, life is life. What's going to happen will happen. Jason Gray, subscribe and come back for my next live. All right, Jason, thank you very much. Good on you. So yes, I've got a few more minutes before I sign off of this live. So just remember, people, just subscribe to the channel and be good. And always remember to treat others as you would like them to treat you, first and foremost. This world would be a better place if we all done that. There would be no getting rid of this, or getting rid of her, or getting rid of him. Be a lovely place to live. So yes, as I said earlier on, teach your kids to be confident in themselves. And the only way, as I say, you have to teach them to socialize away from the phone, away from the internet, away from their iPads. If you've got young children, maybe you can practice letting them have a whole day, 24 hours, without their digital pieces, without being on the internet. Just allow them to have the TV remote, but not to go on the internet. Use the TV for a TV. Or when they go out one day, they'll say, look, you're allowed out, but not with your phone. I'm going to carry you somewhere and I'll pick you up. I'll scare you. Why is that? Because letting the kids out without the phone. Oh, well. We live in a funny time, I know. I was saying to somebody, I remember when I went to school when I was young, that I was 6, 7, I went to school by myself. My parents brought me to school, and I went to school. She brought me to school for a few days. Then the next few days after that, oh, your next door neighbor and a couple of my neighbors, they were going to the same school, so we just went to school together. But nowadays, there's no way you would let a 6-year-old go to school. No way. You'd be bringing that 6-year-old into the classroom. I like you too, KV3168. Thank you. Remember to like and subscribe. And when I come back on this live screen, you can maybe pop in and see what we're speaking about. So my 30 minutes is over. God be with you all, and pray you have a safe night and wake up tomorrow morning to a good day. God bless you all. God is the greatest. Okay, bye.